In this episode, we're talking to Baselode Energy CEO James Sykes about uranium in the Athabasca Basin in northern Saskatchewan. James, welcome back. You know, the last time we spoke, you said you had never seen so many juicy sites in your life within that vast amount of property that you have the rights to. Since then, you've discovered the ACKIO site, and you're underway with drilling there and at your Hook project. Bring us up to speed. What's been happening over the last almost 2 years since we talked?
Yeah, it has been a while, Stuart, and a lot has happened. We've increased our land holdings, but as you mentioned, we made a discovery on our Hook project. The discovery is ACKIO. It was something that was never explored before. The neighbors to the north of us, 92 Energy, made an intersection there. We had a very juicy gravity target that we wanted to follow up as well. So we just put 2 and 2 together, followed up there, and so far the rest is basically history. Well, I guess it's more looking into the future, that we will continue to drill and explore ACKIO, and we're hoping to make some more uranium discoveries within that system, but also on the remainder of our projects.
What's the scope of your drilling? How extensive is it?
Because we've hit high-grade mineralization in the first program, in the very first drill hole, we decided this looks like a very fertile system for uranium. So we want to give it a good shot. This winter, we've initiated a 10,000 meter drill program.
When do you start? Or are you already underway?
We're already underway. We put out a news release on February 9th that we had started drilling, and within the week of that, we had 2 drills rolling.
Wow. And when can we expect to see some of those results starting to roll in?
Oh, hopefully very soon. The intention is to get news out every 2 weeks because we can put out scintillometer results. However, that depends on how progressive the drilling is. We've had a lot of cold weather issues up there, things breaking down in minus 40, minus 50 degrees. It's just that proved to be problematic. Seemed like we wanted to get started when the coldest weather hit. So hopefully with warmer weather, we will see more progress and we can be a little bit more timely with news results. If not every 2 weeks, then probably on a monthly basis.
You know, since the last time we talked, there's been quite a number of shifts within the uranium market. Is now the time to really be betting on this move that we've been waiting for a number of years within that sector?
I'd say 2 years ago when we first spoke, that would have been the time, but it's still early days. The market, although it has picked up, we're not at the lows that we're at anymore. There's considerable amount of growth that is possible. Will we see the same thing that happened between 2005, 2007 when the uranium spot price just took off? No, I don't think anybody really knows. But I think with the Sprott coming into the market and everything else that we see going on, there's a lot of imbalances in the whole supply demand chain. And as China continues to grow its nuclear fleet, as India, Russia, even in the Middle East, we're starting to see a lot of nuclear deployment, and that's going to take some feedstock. So we need more mines to get operational. Once that happens, I can imagine that not just the spot price, which a lot of people refer to, but those contract prices are going to be on the up and up. Cameco, for example, not too long ago just said that they're going to be putting MacArthur River back online. That's huge news. They would not be doing that if they don't have the contracts, forward-looking contracts, or even contracts in place. So this indicates that uranium demand is growing again.
So tell us a little bit more about your project, its location, and its access to the kind of infrastructure that will be needed to build it out should the resource be proved out.
Perfect location. It's an absolutely wonderful location. There's a lot of things going for it because of that. So we're on the east side of the Athabasca Basin, which is where the vast majority of historical operations have taken place. The discovery itself is about 30 kilometers east of a power line and a service road that services MacArthur River and Key Lake. So highways right there. We're also about 30 kilometers west of a provincial highway too that goes all the way up to Stony Rapids. So we're right in the middle. Power is accommodating. It's pretty simplistic to even expand a road into there, as there are a number of historic trails that were put in place already there. So to really refurb something and just bring it up to speed to be able to get trucks down there, it would not be very costly at all. We think it'd be pretty cost effective. Then you throw in the whole idea that some of the last open pit mines within the Athabasca Basin, they're not 50 million pound deposits. They're not 100 million pound deposits. These open pit mines can be anywhere from 5 million to 20 million pounds. So you don't need these monster of deposits to become something economic, which is what we're hoping we will see at ACKIO.
What's your plan? Do you intend to start talking to some of the majors and vending in, or do you have an eye on moving to the next stage yourself?
Right now, our eye is just on drilling and defining the mineralization as much as possible. So yes, we are doing 10,000 meters right now, but we want to build on that this summertime with another 10,000 to 30,000 meters. So giving us between 20,000 to 40,000 meters on the year, which would provide us with hopefully enough information to start an NI 43-101 resource. I think once we get to that point, then that's when we start considering, well, do the majors want to have a look at this? Is this something that would entice them, or is this something that we consider to move forward on our own?
Do you have the financial resources that you need right now to keep moving based on your program, or you maybe have to go out and raise a bit more money?
We are fully cashed up right now, and that's an absolutely exciting position to be in.
Wow.
Very happy that we were able to do that. We've got some very strong financial partners. Obviously they recognize the success that we had very early on the first drill program. They like a lot of the other projects, and that's what this money allows us to do. We've got 20 million in the bank, and it's not just all for delineating ACKIO this year, but it's also to do some additional exploration on the Hook project on geophysical anomalies that we never got to, but also a little bit more of an effort on our Catharsis project. We were supposed to drill there last year. Unfortunately, fortunately, we made the discovery at ACKIO. Unfortunately, that kind of pushed Catharsis drilling off on the side. So we are looking to get back to that project with drill program and some additional geophysical surveys and boots on the ground. There's a lot of activity in the Baselode camp for this year.
What is your message to investors right at the moment as they're looking at Baselode saying, is now the time, and if so, why?
Now is certainly still the time. Again, with the 20 million in the bank and the amount of catalysts that we have coming down the road, we feel that not only will ACKIO be the success that we humbly believe that it will be, but our other projects are just ripe for discovery. We've got a lot of geophysical anomalies that I have seen in my career have led to mineralization. They've led to deposits. Not saying that that's always going to be the case, but we like to limit our chances on what we drill. We like to be very efficient and effective with our drilling. So if we can make another discovery on Hook, that's going to be shareholder wealth right there. If we make another discovery on Catharsis, again, same situation. So we've got at least 3 different avenues to really increase our share price and benefit all of our shareholders down the road.
Yeah, you've got some really nice promising opportunities here, and I hope you'll come back a little sooner next time and give us an update to tell us how it's going.
Yeah, for sure. Let's aim for after the summer when we've got 3 or 4 discoveries under our belt.
Well, I wish you great success this spring and summer. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Stuart.